Hello, on October 15th. Alright, another day. Just finished working. Mine is a little bit mushy. Smallest missing non-negative integers. In one operation, you can add or subtract value from any element of nums. For example, value of 2, you can choose to subtract value from num 0 become this. The minimum excluded of an array, minimum excluded is the smallest missing non-negative integer in it. So the smallest non-negative is 0, while this is 2. Return the maximum max of nums after applying the method any number of times. So we'll do that, and so the negative value is already invalid. You don't have to consider the negative value because the negative value does not contribute. You're removing value from the numbers. So okay, we'll now consider the negative values. So now we have 1, 7, 13, 6, and 5, 6 and 8. It seems to me that we want to find the maximum. Oh wait, my bad. You cannot remove because you can add as well. You can add or subtract, my bad. So the value is a positive. Okay, so you can add or subtract. So basically, we want to see if it is possible to get 0, to get 1, get 2, get 3, get 4, get 5, right? So the maximum is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be 6, right? The maximum shall be 6, which is the length, is the maximum. But we need to figure out if it's possible to get there, which means we go one by one and see if it's possible to get 0. It is possible to get 1, get 2, get 3, get 4, right? For the values, it's already, I guess we don't worry too much about them. I wonder if we should first sort it. Like if it's a negative value, your only value is to get a 0, right? Your only value is to get a 0. If your value is smaller, if the number is smaller than this, then there's nothing you can do, right? There's nothing you can do. Because all you can do is just make it into negative. Actually, no. You make it into negative, yeah, you cannot get it because you minus plus plus, just, you know, that's it. Actually, I think maybe just a mod. I think a mod will do. Mod will tell you what is the smallest value that it can get. Yes, the mod can work. It's just the goal is, wait, hold on. Yeah, the goal is, like, if this one is big or small, that doesn't matter. What the goal is trying to find the smallest missing integer. We can do a mod, right? We can do a mod, like if we cannot find, like if we do a mod, right? And then there are things that's, it cannot even fill. Like if we don't have one that by modding we can get to a certain number smaller than a value, then that is the answer, right? That is the answer. Yeah, so we can mod, right? Mod everybody, and then do we can do a counter and do a mod. Not a counter, it's like just Boolean value, see if it exists. So we first know if exists for everybody here. Well, when you do mod, negative value can turn into positive, right? For example, negative, actually no, negative, how are you gonna mod? Like if it's a -7, right? It's actually gonna give you 3. That's a good question. What is a -7 mod 5? C++ negative value mod. Negative modulo, yes. What's the rule? That is not what we want. But I guess it's fine. If it's a negative, we do mod and then we plus. So that will tell us the result. Okay, so yeah, so we get negative as well. And yeah, we'll get zeros, we'll get this, no matter. So we do that. Have to go through everybody. And then we can tell. We have to go through value again. From 0 to see if there is a first one that's missing, then that basically means it's not possible to get there. And if we go through everything is good, right? Everything is good, then what? Well, basically, if we have a 1, then we can do a 6. We can add a 5, right? And we can do 11. So it's like that. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, have I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If this give us 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, a counter, right? A counter. So in this case, 0 is, I have 1. This is a 1. This is 0. This is a 2. This is a 3. This is a 1. And this is a 3. Right? So 4 is the first. So let's say if we have 4 like that, right? So when that happens, basically 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is need to be 5. So basically I use this, have 0. And I'll see if I have it, I'll use it again. If I don't have it, then I basically cannot use it again. Yeah, so we get this, go from this beginning, from the first time we hit a 0, and that's bad. Okay. Stop. And I feel this is a very typical medium question. A little bit twists, but not too bad. I think we can do very generic. 2598, right? So find the positive mod for each number against the value. Put the remainders in a counter. Then we go from 0 to randoms, right? Go 0 to randoms, and for each value we mod value, yeah, for each number. If the remainder, if there is still remainder left in the counter, we can form that number. Otherwise, that number is the max. Excluded. Okay. So on. Vector int counter will be length of value for int n of nums. Actually, n times, no, it's n. That's it. So we say counter something plus plus. Here, what I can do is n mod value plus value, and then mod again. Handle both positive and negative n. Or you can do an if check. Depends on how you want to do it. So we have the mod. Maybe if check is easier. Yeah, maybe if check is easier. Yeah, maybe if check is easier actually. We can say n is larger equal to 0. If it is, n mod value. If it is not, n mod value plus value. I feel like easier, right? Okay. Then for int I0, I smaller than smaller actually. No. Yeah, nums dot size. Actually, n. Yeah, num dot size. Because I can hit the size. So the size is the actually 0. Blah 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 blah. Right, each one will check, and then eventually we get there. Yeah, if I have this for every single one, yeah, I'll have for every single one, and then when you get to the end, yep, I think this will be good. I mod value. If counter dot at r. No, if counter r is equal to 0, return I. Otherwise, counter r minus minus, and then we'll return nums dot size. Okay, something like this. What is the problem? Oh. Yeah, I see the issue. Okay. I see the issue. I'll just do 2 rounds of mod. Safer. Alright, we can just put here handle both positive and negative n. Alright, let's submit. Straightforward. (2023), 2 years ago. Yep. Yep, that's exactly how we deal with this. Okay, that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Adios.